Do you want to journal? Yeah. Journal prompts for when you're sad. It happens. Today's journal prompts are journaling for when you're sad. And it can be sad for a specific reason or just because you feel sad in general and don't know why. I hope that if you have prolonged episodes of sadness, that you speak to a professional if you need to. I'm not a professional. These are just journal prompts to do when you're feeling a little teary. Anyways, let's jump into it. Your first prompt is, what elements of your life are contributing to your sadness? So again, you could be sad for no reason, but what elements of your life are not helping, are making you that much sadder? Or maybe you have something specific and like that thing over there, no good for my feelings. So write it down. Maybe it's a list, maybe it's a paragraph rant. See what comes up. Now you're going to ask yourself, what is the secondary emotion under the sadness? So maybe you're feeling sad and disappointed, or sad and angry, or sad and tired. Just identify those other emotions that you might even be confusing with sadness. Who knows? Next, you're gonna ask, what can you do to acknowledge those feelings? Because sometimes if you're sad, you don't wanna just shove that down even if you don't wanna feel sad anymore, because it's gonna bubble back up later. probably when something small and insignificant happens, and then you're gonna look crazy. So maybe you can acknowledge your sadness by telling the person that made you sad, hey, this made me sad. Maybe you don't have that option. Maybe just this journaling and journaling about sadness until you feel like you've thoroughly explored it is a way you could acknowledge it. Maybe you need to go cry into a pillow. Maybe you just need to cry. Pro tip, crying helps. Maybe you need to go and get some exercise to say like, I'm sad and I'm upset and I'm going to move my body to acknowledge that. Whatever your deal is, how are you going to do it? Now we're going to take a deep breath and write down 3 things that have been making you feel happy lately. Maybe they're the smallest things in the world. Maybe you really like this one flower that's growing out of part of the sidewalk. Maybe they're big things, like you just got a nice gift. I don't know. But what are 3 things that have contributed even the smallest bit of happiness to your life? And last but not least, you're going to ask yourself, what can you add to that list of things that makes you happy that don't negate or disregard your sadness? So one of the items would not be walking around pretending I'm not sad. You can still walk around and live your life and acknowledge that something is hurting you, but maybe it's, even though I'm sad, I'm going to dress in my favorite outfit and that makes me feel some happiness. Or maybe even though I'm sad, I am going to listen to a song that always makes me smile. I don't know, those are cheesy examples. Whatever it is, maybe it's eating ravioli, maybe it's petting a cat. Just what are things you can add to that list of things that make you happy or contribute happiness to your life? Okay, that's it for now. I'm sorry you've been feeling sad lately, but I love you and we're gonna get through this. Again, do not hesitate to seek out a medical professional if you think that's a good idea, or if you think you should think it's a good idea. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy these journal prompts and I hope they help. I love you. Goodbye.